everyone, welcome back to another video, and today I'm finally putting out a video that I have been promising I'll put out in ages, which is 15 bullet journal hacks and DIYs for organization freaks like myself. And to start it off, I'm showing you how to make these little washi tape page markers that I have been using for the past 3 or 4 months, and I saw how to do this like slightly online on a video, I think, I don't even know, but I kind of adapted it to how I wanted them to look like. So what you're going to need is an envelope. It doesn't matter the size as long as it's got intact corners, and you're going to want to chop off one of the corners just like this to whatever size you want it to be. And then using washi tape, or you can use markers or whatever you want, you can decorate it as much as you want. And you can go completely ham on this. You can color code them to have one for each month and a different color, or like a specific washi tape pattern can represent a different kind of page. I kind of decided to go colorful, and they don't really have a theme at the moment. They just like kind of make it really easy to find a specific spread in your bullet journal and open it right up easily. So the next hack is to use stickers to cover up your mistakes, and these normally I would say are for smaller mistakes, like for when you mistake a number or a letter or something like that. Just using a small size sticker will cover it up, and it will give a pop of color as well, I guess. The next hack is to actually use stickers to highlight events, because I sometimes have like special events and dates that I want to make stand out in my monthly spreads, and I normally use these little stickers that I bought at Fred Aldous, but you can get these kinds of stickers anywhere online just to highlight, and they're gold, which is really cute because they kind of shimmer in light and they're really nice. Next hack is, if you ever feel the need to pull out a page, don't bin it. Keep it in a back section or something like that, and use it for when you have some medium-sized mistakes. So you basically are using the same sort of paper to cover up like a whole word or a sentence or a whole block in your bullet journal, and it's very easy to do. The next hack is to, again, if you get a word wrong or something like that, I've done this hack many times in my bullet journal with mistakes, is to basically use any black pen and just block it out completely with a black square or circle or whatever, and then using my Jelly White roll pen, write over it in the style that you want it to be in the first place, or the correct word. The next kind of hack, which is kind of the same one, is using washi tape to cover up mistakes. As I said, washi tape is your best friend, and yeah, it just looks really cute, and you can use washi tape that matches your theme, and it all looks really put together. So the next one is for all you distracted people out there like me that sometimes are looking up into the distance and then you look and you just scribble all over your page accidentally. I call this like a pretty medium to big mistake. So what I normally do is I keep a lot of pictures that I love in the back of my bullet journal, and then when something like that happens, I use them to cover up my mistakes. And this kind of brings me to my next hack, which is, instead of using glue sticks and carrying around a really heavy glue stick, I carry around this kind of roller sticky tape thing, which fits really comfortably and is very light in your pencil case, and it's super good for gluing stuff in on the go. So next hack is not really a hack, but more of a tip. Instead of scribbling out something that you've written down wrong, the best thing to do is just put a line through it until you can get your hands on some corrector fluid or anything, or even just leave it like that. It just looks a lot more tidy and less messy than if you just scribble out a whole word. Next hack, it's also kind of a tip. It's to keep all of your monthly things together in the beginning of your months, and then have your weekly spreads. Because what I used to do before was to have it all kind of randomly, but keeping everything that's month related in the beginning is really good when you're having a sort of organization day and looking through all of your monthly spreads. And the next tip that I have for you guys is that less is always more, and I try to never really bulk up my spreads because then it just gets a bit overwhelming to use. So just spreading out the things that you definitely need onto a spread. If you need more space, put it on another page, because if you put too much stuff on one page, you get overwhelmed and you never actually use it. And another tip that goes in with this is to put little markers on the top corners of your pages, just so when you're flipping through your bullet journal, it is easier to find certain pages. So for your next tip, it's kind of a small tip, but it's one that actually helped me a lot this month, and it is to do a monthly subscriptions page. And I forgot to do this as an actual spread this year, but I'm doing it next year. But yeah, just basically writing down all the money that will come out of your account every month saves you time writing it in your expense tracker and also keeps you on track. So for the next tip is to actually do your spreads in advance, and I think this is my last one in this video. But yeah, it's always good to have a good look into the future sometimes, and I always like to have my weekly spreads done in advance, like a week before them, so I can kind of be prepared for what's coming the week after the one I'm on, and just basically organize my life a little easier. So yeah guys, that is it for my tips, hacks, and DIYs for bullet journaling. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye bye!